Here we go. Hello, this is Scott.
Scott, Paul Reiser.
Hey, Paul, how are you?
I'm well. How are you, sir?
Good. Hey, I've been looking forward to talking to you.
I have been so looking forward to talking to you since I'm a child.
But wait, hold it. Hey, you're a Renaissance guy, Paul. You're an actor, writer, producer, and stand-up comedian. And here I'm reading your bio. You're a musician as well?
And a private pilot and a dental surgeon. Anything you need. My business card is enormous, by the way.
And that's it. You are. Anything you need, you're kind of that guy, Just go to Paul.
Guy.
It's a one-stop shop.
Sure.
Yeah. But
you don't have to look for anybody else. Anything you need done in the entertainment world, come see me.
Right there.
And how do we do it? Volume.
Now, Paul, what's this thing about? Was it the first song ever played on Mars, or what's this all about?
Oh, yes. The theme song to Mad About You was the first and I think maybe the only song. There was they sent out a thing with an unmanned thing, a rover or whatever, land on the surface of Mars, but it had a wake-up call. I don't know why it did a wake-up call. And they used the theme song for Mad About You, which was, because the title is The Final Frontier.
Oh, okay.
So I remember at the time when it happened, it said, hey, your song is playing on Mars. And I went, I don't even know what that means. What? So, as far as I know, we are the biggest selling artist on that planet.
Now, do you throw that down at parties as a trump card, to win every argument?
If only I were meeting girls, I could certainly open with that.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
But I find, having been married for 25 years, it's so rare that I pick up girls anymore.
And it probably doesn't impress the wife. Honey, I was the first guy with the song on Mars.
Yeah, because she would say, you know what, so go there. If you're so popular, go there.
Hey, Paul, I wanted to touch a little bit on The Tonight Show with you, if you have a second. Because you were there with Johnny Carson.
Yes.
And he used to wave over comedians to sit down on the couch, and that was the moment that your career was made.
That's true.
Well, what was that moment like for you?
The first time I did it, I didn't get called over. I did my stand-up, and that was fine. And then, ever since then, and I did about 25 shots with Johnny Carson, which was, there was a period I was doing a lot of them, but they were all sitting down. I didn't do stand-up. And it's funny, because now that I'm going out and doing stand-up, people will go, I didn't know you used to do that, or that you do that. I went, yeah, that's what I started doing. It was always exciting when you got on. I remember that first time you're on Johnny Carson, you get that stamp of approval. And, if Johnny likes you, you must be okay. So he certainly carried a lot of clout and influence.
Did it make your career after that?
No, I don't think it didn't. Certainly, if you put it on your resume, you're officially in the club of people. Yeah. You got over that hurdle. Because when you start as a stand-up comic, that was as far as you could see. You could see, like, you're standing at the shore, and you can look across at the horizon. That's the last thing you see. Beyond that, I don't know what happens. But it wasn't like I woke up the next day and everything, everything was different. I don't know that is as true for so many people. Once in a while, it is.
You were a 20-year overnight success, huh?
Yeah, I don't know, what was I, 24 or something like that. But, I hadn't done stand-up in a while, and I'm very excited because I'm coming to your little town
yes,
Friday.
Lobero Theater, up close and personal on Friday.
Oh, my goodness, on Valentine's Day.
Now, the pressure's on you.
Yes, now listen, by the way, the pressure of being on Valentine's Day show, people coming with their beloved, it behooves me to do something. And I feel like, I tell people, if they come in, the relationship will either really blossom or just get shot to pieces. But it won't be unaffected. You will leave after an evening of comedy, one way or the other. Some decisions will be made.
Right.
I can promise that.
So whether or not that night is going to be the pivotal point in anybody's
people look back. When we really took off and we really got together was when we saw Reiser at the Lobero Theater. Or people go, you know what killed it for us? That guy.
Exactly.
Had we not gone to see Reiser that night, we'd still be a couple.
Your name will be in that conversation as the tipping point of somebody's relationship.
And that's
right
all
there.
I can ask for.
That you'll be.
Just to be part of people's lives.
Congratulations, by the way, on your success with Behind the Candelabra and all the other great things that are going on.
My huge role in that.
Well, the fact that you were in it, it was very highly acclaimed. Cool. And you've got a couple of movies that you're working on here for this year. They're coming out, like Whiplash, Life After Beth.
Yeah, it's just up at Sundance. I was in two little movies that are great, and that both got accepted to Sundance. And one of them, Whiplash, actually got that won the festival, which is really cool.
Oh,
There's
wow.
another movie called Life After Beth, which is a really funny, dark comedy. So those have been fun, and I've been lining up a whole bunch of fun movies, but I have been so enjoying doing stand-up, and having not done it for close to 20 years, it was such a surprise. It was really when Mad About You started, I sort of put stand-up on the back burner and forgot to check the burner for a while. And it wasn't until about a year ago that I started getting out on the road and touring again, and it's just so much fun. And at this point, I feel like it's getting together with old friends. When the audience comes in, it's like, okay, we know each other. We've been through all these things. It's been a while since we last did this, and I'm having a ball, and people seem to be having fun, so it's all good.
It must be kind of a different situation. I mean, after 20 years, you really have learned a lot. I mean, you're an accomplished comedic
Well,
actor.
you know what it is? It's, as a comedian, but also you're as a person in your 50s,
Yeah.
you know more than you're in your 20s. You have a few more opinions. You have a few more reasons to have opinions. You've just seen more. So, you do have a little more confidence and a little bit more sense of yourself. And when you're starting out, you're kind of still forming. It does feel better and more fun now. Plus, I get to get out of the house. I didn't have that same inspiration to get out of the house.
Well, that was what I was going to ask next. Is that what's driving you to get back into the comedy routine?
Well, it was something I always meant to do, and I was always meant to get back to it, and I just kept putting it off. And I just went on one night at I hosted a charity event, which I was at for a while. It was the only time I would perform stand-up and go up and do a few minutes. But I just did one night, and it was I don't know, it was just a great audience, and it was really fun, and I got off stage, and I thought, oh, yeah, I forgot. I miss doing this on a regular basis, and I sort of just pulled out the legal pad and a pencil and started writing jokes and said, I'm going to do it. And it just felt right. It's like, oh, yeah, I missed doing this.
Yeah, once it's in your blood, it's in your blood, isn't it?
It is. It's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Well, you're going to be able to enjoy Paul Reiser right there at the Lobero Theater. It is the up close and personal tour, right?
Everybody will be in the front row. That's how up close it is. Nothing sold past row 1.
Each of them will have splash guards, right?
Flash guards, and you can each have your own joke. There's enough jokes to go around. Yeah, it should be a great night, and if you're there, Scott, come on by and say hello.
Shall do, yeah.
All right, man.
Paul, thank
Look
you very
forward.
much for spending the time with us.
We'll see you Friday.
Okay, have a
Thanks.
great show. Break a leg.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.